Good afternoon. Welcome to the Sun Up Golf Club here in beautiful Edwards, Colorado. Today we're talking about golf-related back pain. A trend I've seen with golfers here this summer at the golf club is that they're dealing with low back pain late into the season. And I'm going to show you today a couple of exercises that can mitigate the risk of you experiencing low back pain and hopefully make your golf swing more efficient. First exercise we're going to show you in this series is the active straight leg raise. Anytime you're working to try to mitigate problem when you're dealing with pain, or if there's a dysfunction somewhere in the body linkage, you always want to start from the ground and move your way up. The forces start at the ground when you're swinging a golf club, and they move through the body and out to the golf club. So today, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to open up the ankles, the calves, and the hamstrings. Austin is going to demonstrate an active straight leg raise. Take a band or a towel, and you want to choke up on the band and actively pull one of your legs as far up as you can. It's important to keep the toe pointed to the shin, keep your head down, keep your shoulders in contact with the ground, and then you're actively going to raise up the free leg as high as you can. Bring it up and right back down. Austin's demonstrating a few repetitions here for us. And of course, you want to perform the same exercise on the opposite side. Generally, you want to perform 10 to 15 repetitions per leg. And again, he's pulling the leg up as far as he can. He's actively raising the free leg up, opening up the hamstring, the calf, and the ankles. Good, and relax. After we've opened up the ankles, the calves, and the hamstrings, we're going to move our way up the chain and start focusing on the hips. Oftentimes when you're experiencing low back pain, that's just where the symptoms present itself. Often if the hips are tight or suboptimal, it can contribute to low back pain. So now we're going to demonstrate the sumo squat to stand. Austin's going to have his toes pointed out slightly, his feet shoulder width apart. Without bending his knees too much, he's going to drop down and touch his toes first. And then he's going to drop down into a deep squat. And he's just rounding his back over, causing some traction to the lumbar spine, taking his elbows and actively prying his knees open to open up the inside of his hips. Hold the portion of this repetition for maybe 5 to 10 seconds, and then you're going to place your hands on the ground and drive the hips up and simultaneously open up the ankles, the calves, and the hamstrings again. He's going to stand tall, and he's going to perform one more repetition for you. He's going to push his hips back, touch the ground, drop down into a deep squat, prying the knees open, his weight's on his heels, he's actively opening up the hips. Hands on the ground, push the hips right on up, and stand up tall. Again, 10 to 15 repetitions is the name of the game for this exercise. Finally, we're going to open up the thoracic spine. The thoracic spine is an area of interest to me for golfers, as often I see individuals when they swing the golf club, they have an inability to follow through completely and rotate at the mid-back. And with that inability to do so, oftentimes the lumbar spine will rotate, causing pain. The alligator stretch is a great exercise that will open up the mid-back. Austin is going to take a foam roller. You can use a towel or a ball or anything else to put between your knees. Ankles, knees, and hips 90 degrees. He's lying on his side, and he is actively, with his stacked hands, going to open up like an alligator and twist, and he is ideally going to try to work his right shoulder into the ground and back to the starting position. He's going to perform this another time. He's opening up, keeping the knees in contact with the ground, twisting at the mid-back. Perform the same exercise on the other side. 10 to 15 repetitions is optimal, and this will optimally open up the mid-back to help you follow through with your golf swing. So in review, we've got the active straight leg raise, the sumo squat to stand, and the alligator stretch. Add these into your exercise repertoire. You'll be swinging the golf club more efficiently and living pain-free. Thanks for joining us today. Let's keep talking.